The human brain is often described as the most complex object in the known universe. It weighs only about 1.4 kilograms, which is roughly the size of a small melon or a large cauliflower. Despite its small size, this organ is responsible for everything that makes you human. It controls your thoughts, your movements, your memories, and your emotions. For centuries, scientists have tried to figure out how the brain works. While we have learned a lot, there are still many secrets hidden inside our heads. Understanding these secrets can help us learn better, stay healthy, and appreciate the amazing machine we carry with us every day. To understand the brain, you first need to know what it consists of. The brain is made up of billions of tiny cells called neurons. You can imagine these neurons as a giant forest of trees. Each neuron has branches that reach out to connect with other neurons. These connections form a massive network, similar to the internet but much more complicated. Information travels through this network using electrical signals and chemical messages. When you see a friend's face or smell a hot pizza, these signals race through your brain at incredible speeds, allowing you to recognize the person or the food instantly. One of the most fascinating secrets of the brain is its ability to change. In the past, many people believed that the brain stopped growing after childhood. They thought that once you became an adult, your brain was permanent and could not improve. However, modern science has proven that this is not true. This concept is called neuroplasticity. It means the brain is like plastic. It can be molded and shaped. When you learn a new skill, such as playing the piano or speaking a new language, your brain physically changes. It creates new connections between neurons. If you practice often, these connections become stronger, like a path in the woods that becomes easier to walk on the more you use it. Memory is another essential function of the brain that scientists are studying. Have you ever wondered why you can remember a song from 10 years ago, but forget where you put your keys 5 minutes ago? This happens because the brain has different ways of storing information. Short-term memory is for things we need right now, while long-term memory is for important events and knowledge. A part of the brain called the hippocampus acts like a librarian. It decides which memories are important enough to keep and which ones can be thrown away. To help your hippocampus work better, you need to pay attention to what you are doing. If you are distracted, the librarian cannot file the book correctly, and you will forget it later. Sleep also plays a huge role in how the brain functions. Many people think that the brain turns off when we go to sleep, but this is a myth. In fact, the brain is very active at night. While you are sleeping, your brain acts like a cleaning crew. During the day, thinking and working create waste products in the brain cells. When you sleep, the brain opens up channels to wash these toxins away. This process is vital for your health. If you do not get enough sleep, these waste products build up, making it hard to concentrate and solve problems the next day. This is why a good night's sleep is often the best solution when you are stuck on a difficult task. Another interesting secret involves our emotions. Deep inside the brain, there is a small almond-shaped area called the amygdala. This part is in charge of our survival instincts, especially fear. When the amygdala senses danger, it sends a message to the body to get ready to run or fight. This was very useful for our ancestors when they faced wild animals. Today, however, the amygdala can sometimes be too sensitive. It might react to a stressful email or a public speech as if it were a tiger. Learning to calm this part of the brain is a key skill for managing stress. Finally, there are many myths about the brain that are simply not accurate. You might have heard that humans only use 10% of their brains. This is false. We use almost all of our brain, just not all at the same time. Different parts of the brain have different jobs, but they all work together. Another myth is that some people are left-brained, logical, and others are right-brained, creative. While it is true that some functions happen on one side, both sides communicate constantly to help us think and create. In conclusion, the human brain is a powerful and adaptable organ. It allows us to learn, feel, and survive. By taking care of our brains through exercise, healthy food, and sleep, we can keep this amazing machine working well for our entire lives. The more we discover about the brain, the more we realize how truly special it is.